All right, so welcome to another deep dive. Today we're going to be looking at how an AI receptionist can change things, really be a turning point for businesses.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, and we've got a great source for this. This comes from a conversation between Blake Andrews and Charles on the Basement Crew podcast.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, so they're talking about their experience firsthand with this kind of technology.
So they've actually used it.
Yeah, so they've got some really interesting insights, I think, about its potential.
All right, well, I'm ready to dive in if you are.
Let's do it. So right away, listening to them talk, you get a sense of Charles's excitement. I mean, he doesn't just mention the AI receptionist. He
Right.
calls it a game changer.
Yeah, that's a strong statement.
Definitely. And that kind of enthusiasm right off the bat, it tells you something.
It does. It makes you think, okay, there's something special here.
Exactly. And Blake's totally on board with him, too. They both, they make it clear this isn't just another virtual assistant, just doing the basic stuff.
Right, not just answering calls.
Yeah, they see it as something much bigger, a real comprehensive tool.
Interesting. So what was it about their experience that made them so excited?
Well, one of the things that really struck Charles was how human-like the AI sounded during the demo.
Really?
Yeah, he was surprised, no robotic tones or those awkward pauses we've all come to expect.
Oh, yeah, those are the worst.
The worst. It's like pulling teeth trying to get through those systems.
Exactly. So this AI is different.
Yeah, Charles describes the interaction as smooth and natural, almost like talking to a real person.
Wow, that's impressive.
It is. And that's a big deal because those clunky interactions we've all had, they can be so frustrating.
They really can. It makes you not even want to use the service sometimes.
Exactly. So to have an AI that can communicate naturally, that's a huge step forward.
It is, but it's not just about sounding human, right? It's got to understand things too.
Right. It's got to be knowledgeable.
Like an actual employee.
Exactly. And that's another thing that impressed both Blake and Charles was the AI's knowledge of IMTv360's services.
Also, it's tailored to that company specifically.
Yeah, it seems that way. Charles talked about asking about all sorts of things like marketing services, social media management, even CRM tools.
Wow, that's a wide range of topics.
Right. And the AI didn't miss a beat. It provided accurate answers really quick.
So it wasn't just like reciting information, it actually understood it.
Exactly. And to really test it, he even asked about customer engagement and reputation management.
Those are trickier concepts.
They are. And the fact that the AI could handle those more nuanced inquiries, it really shows you how capable it is.
So this isn't just basic AI, right? This seems pretty sophisticated.
That's what it sounds like. And they mentioned this Prime AI, which seems to be the technology behind it.
Prime AI?
Yeah, and from what they describe, it sounds like it goes way beyond basic scripting. It's probably using advanced natural language processing, maybe even trained on tons of data.
Data related to business in general, and then IMTv360 specifically.
Exactly, and that would explain why it's able to not just answer questions, but understand the context.
That's huge. Yeah, that's a whole different level.
It is, and it really gets to the heart of what makes this AI so powerful. It's not generic, it's been customized.
To the specific needs of the business.
Exactly, and that customization allows it to do things like lead generation and appointment scheduling really effectively.
And that's where it becomes a real asset for businesses.
Especially small and medium-sized ones.
Right, because they might not have the resources for a full-time receptionist.
Exactly. And think about it. This AI is available 24/7.
So no more missed calls.
No more missed calls, and it's always knowledgeable, never gets tired, never gets distracted.
It's like having a perfect employee.
It really is. And think of the time that frees up for a business owner. You can focus on other things.
On actually growing the business instead of answering phones.
Exactly. And that's something they touch on. How much time do business owners waste on these routine tasks?
Yeah, things that need to be done but don't necessarily require their specific expertise.
Right. An AI like this could be a huge time saver.
It could, and it sounds like it's pretty easy to set up, too.
Yeah, Charles mentions he was a little worried about that at first, how complicated it would be. But
Yeah.
he was pleasantly surprised at how user-friendly it is.
That's always good to hear.
And if anyone listening wants to see it for themselves, they can try the free demo.
Oh, there's a free demo.
Yeah, and the link is really easy to remember. It's https://ei.com prime-ai-business.
All right, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's worth looking into. And, they emphasize that you don't need to be a tech expert to get started.
That's good because I'm definitely not.
And another thing that makes it really accessible is the 2047 support that IMTv360 offers.
So they're there to help you.
Yeah, if you need help with setup or customization, they've got you covered.
That's really important when you're dealing with new technology.
It is, and they even give you a direct phone number for support. It's 701-620-3759.
All right, so no need to worry about getting lost in a maze of menus.
Exactly. And as Blake and Charles go on to discuss, the AI's capabilities go way beyond just answering calls.
In what way?
Well, it can handle appointments, schedule meetings, even engage with potential customers.
So it really integrates into your
It
operations.
does. It becomes a key part of how you do business.
And I imagine it's probably more cost-effective than hiring a full-time receptionist.
That's exactly what Charles points out. He says he's seen other customer service solutions that cost way more and aren't even as good.
So this is like getting top-tier service at a fraction of the cost.
It really is, and that makes it accessible to businesses of all sizes.
Even small startups can benefit from it.
Exactly. And what really drives it home is Charles's personal experience.
Yeah, he actually used it, so his opinion carries a lot of weight.
It does. He talks about the peace of mind he got from knowing that customer inquiries were being handled even when he wasn't available.
That's got to be a huge release for a business owner.
Absolutely. And, for anyone listening, Charles's experience really highlights the practical benefits.
It shows that it's not just hype, it actually works.
Exactly. And like we mentioned, if you want to see it in action for yourself, go to https://hop.com/prime-AI-business and try the free demo.
It's a risk-free way to see how it could work for your business.
Exactly. And once you've had a chance to play around with it a bit, if you're ready to take the next step, the team at IMTv360 is ready to help.
So you can actually call them and get started.
Yeah, just give them a call at 701-620-3759 and they can schedule an appointment, walk you through everything.
That's great. So what's the big takeaway here? What's so revolutionary about this AI?
Well, I think it really changes the game when it comes to customer interaction. It's not just basic automation anymore. It's about creating an experience that's human-like but also super efficient.
Right, and having someone or something available 24/7 to answer questions.
Exactly. So to wrap up our deep dive into Blake and Charles's conversation on the basement crew, it's clear that an AI receptionist has the potential to be a real game changer.
And especially the one powered by Prime AI and offered by IMTv360.
Yeah, their firsthand account really shows how it can streamline operations and improve customer service.
So here's a final thought for our listeners. In today's world where every customer interaction matters, what if you could have an AI handling those frontline communications all the time without fail?
It's a powerful idea.
It is. What could you achieve if you freed up all that time and energy? What could you focus on to really grow your business? That's something worth thinking about.
It really is.